Hi, I'm Jackie Tantillo, host of Should Have Listened to My Mother. It's so great to have you back for another episode. My guest this week is a business strategist, an engineer, but she also is helping people unpack their hidden gem, which I just love. Often we think we're happy in life, we're working, we take care of the family and the kids, we see friends, etc. But Sairan Aqwari, who was born in Baghdad and at 26 came to the US with her big American dreams. Today, she's a mom, entrepreneur, and very successful engineer, but she's come to appreciate the belief of making an impact in the world. And that she wants to make sure that we understand that obstacles can be overcome. That's really, really important to her. Voices of Truth is a compilation of engaging speakers sharing their stories of impact. And Sairan, one of the contributing authors, is here to share more about this entire journey about impacting the world and others. And as one can expect, being so far away from family at such a young age had its challenges and heartbreak. And Sairan is here to share these stories with us. Hi, Sairan. Welcome to Should Listen to My Mother.
Thank you so much, Jackie, for having me. It's my honor.
It is a real treat and a pleasure to have you because I believe in your message. So I would love to get to that a little bit later, but I have a feeling I know the impact your mom, Sadiqa, had on your life. And she is a true inspiration. And I have a little bit of your words that you wrote to me in an email that I would like to share with my listeners. But Sadiqa, the translation of the name, and I would love to know what exact words you used to describe your mom, even though she passed.
Thank you, Jackie. And this is such an important and valuable topic that I was avoiding for a while to speak about my mother because she's so deep, deep, deep rooted inside me, and her past is just, I'm still in denial that she's not longer here because the way how she passed, it was kind of like a surprise to all of us. She was in her late 50, and I booked a ticket to go back to north of Iraq to have her meet my son who just turned 7 months. And before I arrive, like 7 days, I miss her by 7 days. So instead of me having her have my son, I end up sitting at her funeral. She's still with me everywhere. She's with me while I'm doing business. She's with me, guiding me secretly while I'm raising my two kids in college. She was with me all the time, and she's still with me. I feel the lessons that I learned from her, it's tattooed in every aspect in my life, in my professional and personal as well. I never I feel like I never had enough time to spend with her, maybe because she was a mother of seven. So she raised seven kids, and we had a strong relationship, all the sibling, brother and sister. And she was a stay-home mom, so she never worked. She was always cooking and cleaning. And the reason why I didn't have enough time with her, because back then I was in my 20s, I was a teenage. We just seek the fun. We rather to spend time with our friend rather to sit down and have a deep conversation. And we don't realize that until they pass. So that's what's happened when they are no longer with us. We start remembering every nugget of wisdom that we learn from them. And for me, it was already in the back of my head what she was telling us when I was younger, when I was a teenage. I was complaining that she's very strict. Like why she don't allow us to stay late, why she don't allow us to go to everywhere with our friend. And when I came to nice state and I got married and I have kids and I had a girl and a boy, then I become a mother that I knew where she was coming from.
You
What was
understood. You
I
understood.
understood
Yeah.
exactly. But we judge and we tend to be as younger generation when we were kids, we tend to be harsh with our parents. We judge them and um, we don't understand where they are coming from. We always say, "Oh, you strict. Oh, you don't want me to be happy." That's what you hear from the younger generation. Why my mom don't want me to be happy? That's not true. They know a lot. They've been through it, so they try to kind of protect us from the environment, which is impossible, of course.
Yeah.
But that's what they knew back then. They didn't know better. My mom got married in the 1955. She never read a Stoic book. She never took a Jack Canfield training in self-development. Back then, that's what she knew.
What was Iraq like for her growing up? It had to have been worse.
Yeah, back 1955, I mean, you turn teenage, you're already eligible to get married. And she got married very early age. And I think she became a mom when she was 15, which is unusual
Wow.
back then. I mean, now it's not the case in Middle East. It's the Western, environment is affect all. So now you see women date and they get engaged for a while until they get married. So there is no teenage expedite marriage project for say. It was all arranged marriage back then. But still, she make it. To me, I feel like my mom. She had 7 PhD degree because yes, she didn't finish her college or high school, but she raised 7 great kids, and that's to me, it's 7 PhD degree.
Good
And
for you.
every success I feel all 7 reputation, the credit go back to her because my dad was always traveling. His job was require him to travel. So my mom, she was the only source for us to, discipline us, to raise us, to tell us what to do. So I do believe all the success that if I have any now, it belongs to her.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about, I would love to hear about anything, any rambunctious adventures that you or tricks you would have played on her. Did she have a sense of humor? Can you see her laughing or dancing? How did she balance all that craziness?
Yeah, she did. I still remember her beautiful curly hair, and when she come at her, she look at the mirror and she look at us. She said, "Is it nice?" Like she always want that another woman validation, and she would put very little makeup. She was very beautiful. She didn't any need any makeup, but she was always have the ability to crack a joke, or she had such a great sense of humor, and I think I had that little bit from her because my father was in the strict like what we call like he was kind of like the military style guy, a
Oh
father
boy.
saying 6 o'clock is dinner. Anyone who show up after 6, they don't have the food. So she was on the flexibility side. She would say jokes and she would always make fun around the house. And raising 7, I mean, just thinking about it, I mean, I struggle with 2.
Yeah.
I don't know how she did it, but again, she was not working like we are, and she just stayed home and make sure that we are in a fun and a safe environment.
Where are you in the 7? What's the birth order?
And so I'm in the middle. There is a twins came after me, boy and girl.
And um, were you her favorite?
I don't think she had, no, I don't feel like she ever said a favorite, but I remember she would favor the one who act the best that week. So it's keep.
Oh my gosh.
So if you are good that week, you are her favorite. If you act up, then you are in the bottom of the list. But I never hear her that you said you're the best or you are the worst this time because she tried to always balance between the love and attention. And we were like 4 sisters, 4 girls, and 3 brothers.
Mhm.
Very close, like age gap, like
18 months or closer.
yes, my
Yeah.
older brother and my older sister, they are almost just 1 year apart. Yeah.
Yeah. And were your mom and dad in love? Because it was an arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage, the two family know each other's. Again, we talking about 1955. Uh, there was no dating was taboo, and there was no a lot of people traveling and seeing other people from different country. So I remember when I moved to United States, I stationed in Guam at the island where I met my husband, And he asked me to, he asked me to marry him, and I was like, I can't say yes now. I mean, we need to arrive to the United States in order to tell my family that I met you in Guam, and we have to do it the traditional way, Middle Eastern, your family, go and visit my family. So when I called her back then, and I'm talking, this is 1996, and I said, Mom, I met this guy and he wanted to start a family with me. He said, excuse me, what did you just said? I said, I met this guy. She said, oh my gosh, so you just arrived to US and you become a Madonna, and you become a Madonna in 3 months. I don't know why she said Madonna. It's like she like you right away you start dating and knowing guys. I said, Mom, nothing happened. His family gonna come and ask about my hand. We're just gonna do it the formal way, the same way we do it in Middle East. Uh,
Where was he from? Or
uh,
where is your husband from?
he's Kurdish from Iraq too. Yeah.
He's from.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. That's such a wonderful, wonderful story. And the fact that you still feel your mom's presence, even though you didn't get to see her. I believe that she's with you every step along the way.
Yes. Yes.
I
Definitely.
think that's I mean, this is my mom, Linda. she she's here in the photo with me. She's with us every second of the day.
Yes, every second. I was lucky to meet my mom once when I arrived to the United States. So I went back in 1999 before I have kids to get so I can have her to meet my husband for the first time. So I'm lucky at least she got the chance to meet my husband and she gave me her blessing and she
Yeah.
like okay, this is good. Yeah, so at least I get to meet her once before she passed. Yeah.
And are you similar in feature to your mom?
I hope I am 1% as
Uh,
beautiful as she is. She was darker, curly hair, big brown eyes. Yeah, I wish if I'm 1% as pretty as her. Yeah.
It's pretty wonderful. So, if you didn't get home for 6 o'clock meal, would she sneak you food when your father wasn't looking?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Food, money, anything you want. She's like, just don't say anything. Just say it's come from somewhere. Don't put me in trouble. Yeah, yeah. She was very flexible and she was someone who always seek peace. I remember the other day I was talking with my older sister. She said the same thing. We remember she always telling us to ignore a lot of event happen in our life. Now I realize what that wisdom mean because we always, when we were younger, me and my sibling, we react to event. We get upset about something happen. We react to an action happen from somebody. And she was always telling us neglect, ignore. And we're like, Mom, you don't understand. She said, I'm telling you,
Oh,
life
she's smart.
much slaps. You're gonna get so many slaps while you're growing up. Ignore. And we were talking about it the other day with my older sister, and she said, "Wow, she was wise. We did need to ignore a lot of things because now remembering that wisdom, it's true. In this crazy life, Jackie, we need to keep and retain our positive energy to the most things that really worthwhile our attention. And we need to ignore and just brush off a lot of negative things come along our way. We just say it's not worth it. Not everything.
Yeah, all that superfluous things, all that noise, the chaos, right? We
Yes.
don't need it. It's not productive and it's not getting anybody anywhere.
And you
Um,
don't need to respond to it. It's not worth responding. It does
that's
not.
the best response is no response, right? The
Yeah,
best response
it
is no.
is. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know your maternal grandmother, your mom's mom?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I met her. As a matter of fact, when my mom passed, she was still alive. She was 88. Yeah, she remembered everything. So when I went back to the funeral, she refused even to make me feel good. She said that she asked me I should make her feel good because that was her own child who died. Although that's my mom, but even worse, that was her own child. So she was very beautiful also and very wise as well. And she had so many kids. Yeah.
Are there any different or unique traditions when you lose a significant family member, any family member in your traditions, in your culture, your religion?
Yeah, I think the one things that we still doing it somehow here, even living, I've been here for 29 years. When we lose someone close, like in the family, we do wear all black for a long time. I remember for my dad, I wear black clothes for like 2 years. For my mom, the same thing. It started changing a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, it's kind of in our culture a sign of respect. It's the grieving, period that you sit down and remember, the people who left you. But in reality, the sadness and pain, it's way beyond the black clothes. It's you can wear colorful clothes, but you still um, weep and miss them every night. So it's just
Oh,
part of the
yes.
culture. Yeah, part of the
Mhm.
culture.
Wow. So, do you often hear your mom's expressions and words coming out of your mouth when you're talking to your children?
Yes, definitely. As you know, I mean, especially after
As we all do.
we turn to be them in next version, right? I mean,
Yeah.
as much as we criticize them back then when we were teenage or we were early 20s, like, Mom, this is not right. But now when we get to their age after 50, I start act and speak and move like my mom. And I
Oh, that's
a lot of
great.
people, even from her own sister who came to visit here, she's like, "Look, why are you walking like your mom? Like you become another version of them." And that's, if in my opinion, explain how much love we have towards them because
Sure.
we start mimicking them without even we feel it.
Yeah. And their presence is with you, in you, around you. That's how I interpret it. It's the
Yeah.
same thing. I'll do something with my arms or my hands, or my mom loved to dance. The music was always on in our house and it was kind of crazy and fun. And yeah, and I feel terrible. 6 years of talking about moms. My father was exquisite. My dad was fantastic, and I know there are many wonderful fathers out there too. And actually, the day you got married, something significant happened with your father.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry. Is
Yeah.
it easier if I say it than you say it, or do you want to talk about it?
Yes, no, it's fine. It's I think um I will never forget the event because I mean, who would forget the day you wear the white dress in your wedding?
Yeah,
Although it was my like kind of second wedding because in our culture, if you move to different state, the community will run another complimentary wedding for you. So when I got married in Nashville, Tennessee, and I moved to DC, I was in Nashville, then I moved to DC. The Kurdish community here, they said, no, we need to have our own wedding for you. I was like, that's embarrassing. I
that's
don't
great.
my white dress was kind of like renting in Tennessee. They said, "Don't worry, we're gonna set up everything for you. Just come and show up." So it was actually the second welcoming wedding that the community done for us in Washington. And I don't know what's happened that day. I mean, everything went well. We had lunch. The car came to pick up both of us to go to the place. They reserved a hall for us, a rental place, and on the way, I felt something. I felt something off, and I'm talking back then. I mean, 1999. There was no cell phone. It was like that landline, and we have to get a phone card to call international to connect with our families. I felt something off, and I didn't know how to describe it. So I told my husband, I said, I feel like my left eyes is not functioning well, like it's blurry and I don't see very well. He said, maybe you are, it's a new community, you are shy, you overwhelmed. Maybe you just don't want to do the second wedding. I said, no, it's just my left eyes. I feel like I'm getting sick. So he said, don't worry about it. Soon we arrive to the place, you can just use the bathroom. And what's happened is it's looked like my sugar level like dramatically dropped. So I end up fainting in the bathroom. They call the ambulance, and
Oh my gosh.
it was emergency doctor said this is his first time ever seeing a bride in a white dress in the ambulance. So he has they have to put the IV and give me the all the treatment.
Oxygen and
Yeah, while I'm in the ambulance car, vehicle. So when I opened my eyes and I was like, "What's happened?" And they told me, "You just knocked out in the bathroom and you didn't feel anything." So later on, I realized that my older brother and my other sister, that the rest of the sibling and my relative, including my auntie, who was my mom's sister in Sweden, they hide at the same time that's happened to me, my dad passed. So I don't know what it is. I felt something off, but my mom wisely, she called whoever she can in Europe. She said, "Be careful, don't share this news with her until a couple of days because today is her second welcoming wedding in DC. Let her
Oh,
just, enjoy the moment." She didn't know that I fentanyl and there was ambulance on the parking lot. But I don't know if it was a coincidence or me spiritually refusing him leaving also before he see me again with my husband. um, but again, like we said in the beginning, as much as we love them, we never think about loss because they are physically not touching us, but they are continuously teaching us with their wisdom. They are with us all the time. Yes.
their arms are wrapped around us
Yeah.
forever.
Totally, totally.
Wow. Well, that's and he realized and he understood and he felt and he saw that you were in good hands.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah. Yes.
So you have these amazing life lessons, and you're now really interested in helping. It's not, is it only women or just women, midlife crisis women and men as well with your message? Because your message is wonderful.
So yeah, although I say women, I still get client who are men through ICF because I'm an ACC coach. So the men will reach out to me to certify their mentorship. And they said, "Yeah, we saw your Instagram. It's a midlife woman, but when we see the engineer as men, we need."
Oh, they like the engineer part.
Yeah, they like the entry part because they know I'm a programmatic and I always have strategy, outcome, and there is a
Yeah.
blue map for everything. Everything's equation has to add up. Because I asked that question, one of the client asked me, I said, "Why are you calling me out of all those ACC certified and there's better coaches than me?" He said, "No, because I saw the slash engineer." And I was like, "This engineer, she's gonna put me on the track." I
Well,
was like,
absolutely. People's brains work in different ways, and if they can relate to you because of your experience and your background and your expertise,
"Yeah, it's a different."
have at it.
Yeah, it's a different approach. I feel like my engineering background helped me a lot. The style that I deliver through my coaching and consultation session, it's all about what's the result. So I kind of like selling you the result. I'm not here as a coach or a therapist, just make you feel good. Like, "Oh, Jackie, you're wonderful, everything's perfect." You will never hear that from me. I'm very bold and harsh in my session. And I always tell the client, I said, "Hate me as much as you can. You're gonna hate me maybe the first two, three session, but you're gonna thank me a lot towards the end because I'm just being bold with you for your own benefit because I want you to succeed. I want to take you from A to B." So
Yeah. Why do you want a yes person? It's not going to get you anywhere. You're going to
yeah,
see it through the same telescope, but
ex-
you need the different perspective. So that's
ex-
wonderful. So
exactly.
let me just read one other short paragraph that you had written to me. Let's see. The influence of our mothers and female role models often shapes our identity in powerful, often subtle ways. I wanted to share insights on how that influence, especially in midlife, can become a springboard for reinvention. For many women, midlife feels like a crossroads, but with the right mindset, it can be a launch pad, which is what so many women forget. They just have been a mom for decades and they lose themselves. So,
Yes, true, true. We label the negative connotation ourselves to ourselves. So like we bully ourselves, but we tend to be nice with everybody else. When
oh,
we
yeah.
hit the 50, we only look at the thinning hair and the wrinkles, and we said, oh, there is an ageism. Oh, there is age factors affecting my, production at work or my performance. We make those narrative and scenarios, we create those to ourselves, which is bite us in the end. The thing I am doing with the client is I'm not teaching them anything they don't know. It's just like a reinvention, a reminder. So I'm only a guide. They know their value. It is just buried. Like every woman I speak with, they come from educational background, they raise kids, they are financially comfortable, they know how much they worth, they raise good children, they have good relationship. But when it's come to them to enjoy their midlife, they think it's too late. And that's when I come, I said, it's not too late. This is not a waiting room. This is a new frontier. This is a time that you already raised the kids, you've done what you have to do. This is your time. This is not a crisis. This is like a priceless. It's like you holding a trophy because finally you finish with school. You are not, there is no patty training and pacifier stages. They are already in high school, hopefully, or college. When you hit your 50, this is your time. What are you doing about your time? Are you really valuing yourself? This is your time. You have to go back and seek deep insight. What is hidden there? What is that gem that you buried and you just brush it off and people compliment it? Oh, you are good in that. It's like, oh, that's nothing. You just brush it off and move on in life, paying bills, raising kids, and being nice with everyone except yourself,
Yeah,
especially.
it's a reawakening, right? We have to reawaken and figure out who we are in
Yes.
midlife versus who we were, say, when I got married at 36. But if you got married at 15 or 20, you're completely different and your interests have changed. But what is there, can you say a ballpark figure? Can it take months? Can it take a year till someone can start coming alive and figuring out what direction, a redirection they want to go in?
It's indeed not an overnight process. This is not a painkiller pills that I can give it to people and go away, right? So it's an inner job. It's an inner job.
Yep.
I would say some clients are more approachable and easier than others. I have some client that I had to apologize to continue coaching them because they are not coachable, because they come with an attitude, with denial. They come and tell you they got everything's perfect, but they don't know why they are here. So there is no sense of clarity. And I always tell them at the complimentary session, I said, if you are not clear, don't call me again because I'm not a vent here. You are not here to chit chat with me and having a coffee, telling you life is good, you are perfect. This is not my job. I'm a coach with a purpose. I am a strategist coach that will have to take you from a place to a better place. I'm not here that we can chat and talk about what's going on around our life. That's your friend, and I'm not your friend. I might be your friend later when we finish with this session, but right now I'm your coach. So if you are able to take my guidance, welcome to the club. If not, then you dial the wrong number. And to some, they push back because they kind of come with the attitude saying, I pay her, she need to listen to me. Well, I'm not a therapist. I
Well,
can,
you're also not a mat where they can just,
and,
walk all over you either. So
and I'm not a magician as well.
yeah.
So don't expect me you coming here and telling me that you have a trauma when you were a teenage. Well, I'm sorry, we all have those traumas, but I am here talking about your future, your present, make it a better version of you in future. What's happened in teenage, that's a different practice. This is a medical thing. This is something is not will not be solved in our coaching session. So I have to make that clear and also you have to make it clear to all the client that the real job, the heavy lifting, it depends on their inner work. There is accountability partnership here. I will hold them accountable when I meet them the next session. I said, we talked about this practice. Have you done it? And if they keep, procrastinating and saying, they are not capable, then we have to go to root of that. Because again, this is not a chatting session. This is an action session. Because I
Good for you. That's that engineer in you. It's like, let's get this job done.
every time the engineering pop up, as much as I push it away, it's pop up in the practice. Yeah.
You're a civil engineer, aren't you?
Yes, yes.
So my dad was a civil engineer. I love it. I knew there was a reason we connected. No. So Sairan, Instagram is the best place for people to find. You're on LinkedIn as well. That's Sairan Aqwari.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. For the benefit of your audience, I mean, if they want to connect with me, if they mention your name and your platform, they will get 15 minutes complimentary on both platforms. So normally my
Great.
complimentary on Instagram will be around you thinking to start a side business from zero. If you have a zero money, I will help you to start something your own that you really enjoy doing. And that's the Instagram page. But if you are in the technology or any job 9 to 5, I'm still working 9 to 5. I will still giving them the 15 minutes complimentary if they mention your platform and your name, that around LinkedIn page. So for example, if you are a younger engineer who graduate 5 years ago and you're looking for ways to enhance your LinkedIn platform, know how to what to say at the interview, how to look more professional, the executive presence, what is the real life about engineering. You can consult with me also in LinkedIn by visiting my LinkedIn page, and I'll be more than happy to help.
Great. Jackie Tantillo should have listened to my mother podcast. Everybody get in touch with Sairan. Sairan, does your name translate to anything in English?
Yes. To friend, and she was really friend to
Your
everyone.
mom's name
Yes.
is translate to friend.
Yeah.
Sadiqa, but does your name, Sairan?
My name, yes, picnic.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm a real picnic because I'm very serious.
oh, I don't think so. I found a different side of you today, that's for sure. So it's Sairan, Sairan. It's really beautiful, very musical. And Aqwari, Aqrawi. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we will be back next week with another episode of Should Have Listened to My Mother.